Hey guys, what's up? This is Syndication 477 here, and today I'm going to show you a little bit more gameplay of Fortnite. In my last video, I didn't want to show any gameplay because I was already going through a lot with the game mechanics and the leveling up system and all that. In the last video, I forgot to mention that in the schematics part for your weapons, you can also recycle those schematics if you don't want them. So if you have a lot of rare ones that you don't want, you can get rid of those, and you'll get some resources with that too. And also, I only mentioned the $40 version, and that's not the only version that you can buy the game for. You can also get it for $50, no, $60 and $120 version, I think, and also an $80 version. Each one comes with its own extra perks and everything, but you know. So this is the lobby, which you'll be in when you start a mission or anything. So as you can see, it's just me and one other person. Another thing that you get in the game is gadgets, which really depends on the heroes that you selected as support in the game. So as you can see here, I have two gadgets. I have the Adrenaline Rush, and I have a supply drop, which is very useful in a game that relies on supplies and resources. So I have the Outlander class. I usually have a constructor, but I decided to switch it up a little bit for a while. This guy has the constructor. I'm Outlander. She's the soldier, and that is the assassin or the ninja class, depending on what you want to call it. The game is divided into a couple of segments, like finding survivors, destroying encampments, which are basically like small little zombie get-togethers that you gotta kill, and you got the Atlas. When you fight the storm, you gotta place the Atlas and you defend it for 5 minutes, or the story mode missions, which are basically just defending something for 5 minutes, which honestly to me feels like the longest 5 minutes you will ever experience in a game. Or just getting survivals if supplies if you want to. You don't actually have to complete the mission if you don't want to. You can just go in, get some supplies, pop out, or if you want, just do like a private party and just do it yourself or whatever. That's what I usually do if I'm running low on supplies. Ammo is a very crucial thing too, and some guns really use up ammo a lot. So it's very important to stock up on wood and metal because those are the two necessary ingredients for any type of ammo in this game. And you just want to make sure you know how much you have left, and make sure you actually have some resources in your backpack so you can make some more on the fly, which is another great thing I like about this game, because you can make everything on the fly. So far there has been some server lag. This isn't my connection. This has been like this for a couple hours for me so far, and I think it was yesterday as well too when I was playing along with some friends. Some server lag will be an issue, but that's because this game just came out and a lot of people are playing it, so I don't expect it to be perfect right now. But as you can see, cars, getting minerals and resources is really common knowledge around here. So like cars have metal or lampposts or street lights or gates or anything that you normally would associate to have metal with has metal, or you can just mine it in like a cave, but those are not as easy to find sometimes because you actually got to go out of your way and search the whole town. Wood you can find on trees, fences, some playgrounds with seesaws or anything, and then brick is basically just mostly houses and some rocks you'll find on the ground, like hold on. Okay, I can't seem to find a rock right now, but you know what you'll know what I'm talking about if you do find a rock. Another part of this game in the gameplay is the fragment charges. Depending on who you have for the class, also depends on the fragments. So right now I can get it's basically like a turret, which is a huge teddy bear that shoots. It has 2 miniguns. Or if I was the constructor, it would just speed up my movements or something. I really don't like this light. Or yeah, it would just speed up my movements. Yeah, so hold on, let me just show you. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, that is my turret that I got just from collecting the fragment. And then also, depending on who you have as a hero for your primary, also depends on what your special could be. So like for mine, it's more like a quick movement teleport, so that would be my special. Oh, I got a little glitch here. There we go. But yeah, so that would be my special. And then, oh, sorry. This server lag is really bad today for some reason. I honestly do not know why.
Keep searching.
But I'm playing online with a couple people, and it's usually not this bad. I don't know why it is today, but I guess they're doing some maintenance or something. I looked online and they said something about doing a couple maintenance runs or something. Um, yeah, so basically you can just go around and search for stuff. Searching is also another important detail you don't want to leave out, because if you destroy something and you can search it, you can't get those items that you search after you destroy it. So like, make sure you always check to search something before you destroy it, because if you do, you can't get those items. And another thing is that if you can go in houses and you can go in basements and you will find some treasure chests. Honestly, I don't know where they are. They're randomly placed in every level, so they switch from place to place. So they can be in a graveyard, in a house, in a construction site, in a parking lot, behind a rock, and you just really need a keen eye. And I don't think there's any minimap detector for a treasure chest at this point. I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't gotten through this whole game because it's a lot. But so you know, this is basically the core gameplay. And again, sorry for the constant lag and the buffering, but buffering. Sorry. But you know, like I said, they're still working on the server since this game just came out for early access. And that was this is like a little side mission you can do, because you need Blue Glow to start most of the main missions in this game, for like the Atlas or yeah, basically just like the Atlas or anything. Blue Glow is like the sword, basically like the energy that they use to start up machines in this game. It doesn't really tell you where Blue Glow comes from, but who's gonna really argue when you're killing zombies at the time? So yeah, this is just awful. I can't even aim this gun right. But yeah, this is just like a side thing you gotta do. Sometimes there'll be like a troll that takes the Blue Glow, and if you kill it, you get rewards, and you get double Blue Glow, which is actually really good, because some machines, like I think there's one nearby that order I just passed. Some machines take Blue Glow, like some will help you give a shield boost, health boost, movement boost, or anything. And then throughout the game, you'll also find some small little anomalies that you can destroy for rewards. Either it'll be resources or maybe a gun or something else. Like I said, I'm not sure. Still new to this game. You can just wander around, kill some zombies if you want. They're pretty easy to take down. The regular husks are not really much of a challenge, and the baseball ones aren't really a challenge. Now the fat ones, those you will need some really good guns to kill in about a couple of shots, because those are the main ones you really want to take down. And then, you know, throughout the game there'll be some more upgraded versions of the husks and zombies, and you know, that's where the real survival aspect comes into play. And you know, it's just really fun to, you know, have a challenge to go up against each time you go out and try to get your resources. And it's not always going to be a cakewalk, because you know, depending on how high the level you are or how far in that game, it just really depends on how much you need to survive. And then you also get to upgrade your resources too. So if you put down if you wanted to put down like a wall or something, I mean not a wall, floor, you can also upgrade that so it could be a lot stronger. And then you can put down you can also put down traps. So here I have some traps. I have some ceiling traps. I have some wall traps which launch zombies, or it's spikes or darts or electric charges. You also have healing pads, and you also have there's a defender pad. Hold on, it's at the bottom. Defender post, which is basically where, like I said in my last video, where you have defenders and classes that you select, and then you can bring them out into the battlefield with you and to survive. So you know, that's what those are for. Those are very important too. Honestly, if you have a full party, I would suggest you don't select them, because it won't let you use your defender for some reason. I don't know why it won't let you. I guess it's just because you can only have a certain amount of players in one lobby, but I think that's something they should at least change, because it'd be a waste of defender posts. And another thing about it is that when you set down a wall or a floor or something, in order to get rid of that, you have to go through the process of breaking it down like regular material. So you'd have to do this to the wall, and especially if it's upgraded, it's going to take a while, which I think is a really unnecessary aspect. But again, this game just came out, so maybe they'll change it in the future. I'm hoping they will, because that would save a lot of time. Like, just imagine going through a whole fort and having to take down a wall like that, or like multiple walls. It's very frustrating. I've done it before, and let me tell you, it's not fun. Yeah, you can go around, you get rewards, and you sometimes you don't even have to be in the actual vicinity of the event, depending on what it is. You can just actually just go over and get your items, kind of, lazy way of doing things, but it's still rewarding in its own way. And then here you can find posts or whatever that'll help you find out treasure, which is very important because you get very good resources from treasure chests, like I said earlier. And not all treasure chests are the same. I think there's like, so far I've seen 3 variations. There's the 2 gold treasure chests, one that's a regular small chest, and another one has like type of horns on it, which comes with better loot. And then just recently, actually, I saw a treasure chest that actually turned into a zombie, something like you'd see out of Dark Souls with the, I forget the name of them, but that's what it basically looks like. And they're not hard to kill, but they're kind of a nuisance. And as you can see over here, they haven't started an event, but this is like a small thing that can like occur. I've never seen this before. Oh, never mind, this is the drone. So there's like drones that drop in, you can get the resources from that. They give you some really good resources. It's basic materials, but it's still very helpful. Each material can only go up to 999. You can't go up to 1,000, or you can't go over that. So far what I've seen, I think you might have to upgrade that or something. And then don't forget you also have to watch out for your backpack space, which is also kind of a pain, but you can also upgrade that later on, so it won't be as much of a hassle to work with. But and like out of ammo, see right here, and you can just hold square and it'll give you ammo on the go, but it'll also take some of your resources too. It's not a lot, but it's something you want to also look at when you're in the middle of battle, because you don't want to run out of resources and ammo at the same time. That just spells trouble for you, and then you'll just have a hard time surviving. But yeah, see, when you're done, you get resources, you get rewards too, and you get really good rewards. And you can select them through the touchpad. You can get your traps, you can get your ammo, your melee weapons, and you can just craft them over into the side, and they take pretty good amount of resources. And you have to get gyros, which are a little bit hard to find, but you can mostly find them in treasure chests or toolboxes. And you also have your guns, which you can also equip, like legendary or epic or rare or uncommon. But all schematics can be equipped in the touchpad section of in-game. So another confusing aspect about this game. Oh, hold on, did it just freeze? Okay. A confusing aspect about this game is that the upgrade system of the weapons and the building system of the weapons are into 2 separate groups, because you upgrade weapons through the main menu before you join a game, but you create the weapons on the go in the game when you start it. So honestly, I think that's 2 conflicting errors that need to be fixed, because I would like to at least upgrade my gun and try it out. I mean, I would like to at least upgrade my gun in the game so it would do maximum damage, while, like, if I'm in a type of situation where I need more firepower or anything, because you won't be able to find that until you actually get into the game. But honestly, some guns already have good firepower, so you don't need to worry about that, like some auto rifles or bursts or some shotguns. Another detail, stats are a very important thing when it comes to weapons in this game, so you also want to check those, because some guns may have a lower damage output, but that doesn't mean they're not better than some guns, because some of my legendary guns are way better than my epic ones or my melee weapons. And honestly, if you want to spend less resources using the legendary than epic, then go ahead, because honestly some of them are very good and way better than the high up leveled ones. All guns can be eventually upgraded to maximum, and I think there's another tier later on in the game that'll let you do it even more, depending on, I'm pretty sure what class, I'm not sure of, but I don't think it'll be more of a chore for that. And you just go out and basically get resources and you just survive. That's I don't want to say the main part of the game, but that's basically what you'll be doing for almost every mission. Almost every mission. There are like 2, maybe 3 exceptions when you're not doing that, but other than that, you're mostly going to be surviving and building. And you'd think you'd get tired of a game that just does that, but the thing about Fortnite is each time it just feels a little bit different. Each surrounding, each enemy. Um, and you know, you don't actually get as tired of it as you think you would. I didn't, and I thought I would be, but it actually stays fresh, and that's the best thing about this game as well, because you know, you can't get bored of this game so easily unless you're just that kind of person that doesn't appreciate good games. This is like one of those underappreciated games. This, I wouldn't say underappreciated, but this could be one of the games that are really underappreciated and not get a lot of spotlight. But so far it has, and it's impressive too, because you know, just because even though it's new and it's staying on top, that doesn't mean, you know, it's gonna stay for a while. But until then, I think, you know, it actually has a chance. So you know, like I said, you know, you want to give this game a try. It's really fun. The servers are a little bit of a pain to go through, but you can do a private server if you want, so you don't have to deal with other people and taking your loot, or you know, just some server lag. It's all, you know, you can all just be you, and you can survive and do it yourself. It's a little bit hard, but it's still rewarding to, you know, just take out all these zombies by yourself. So, and you know, this is Fortnite. I'm gonna be making some more videos later on to show you some more gameplay. The concept is gonna be the same. I'm just gonna be doing it with some friends, probably build 2 forts. Because you have your home fort too, where it's your, like your home base, where you also can upgrade and protect, and it's really fun too, because you have unlimited time and unlimited resources to make your fort how you want it, and no fort is ever the same. So you can go to other people's places, and I have, and honestly, yeah, no fort has ever been the same, period. And that's amazing. How many options you get, and how much room you get too. It's just really amazing. So, you know, I really do love this game, and I think I can see myself playing it for a long time. But you know, like I said, it just came out, so we'll see how far it goes into development and how many updates it gets. But so far, I think they hit the nail on the head. But yeah, so this is Fortnite, guys, and until next time.